So this video is going to be about gig jobs, in particular delivery jobs, delivery gig jobs. One in particular is called Rodie. I'm going to be demonetized for saying the name of the company, and they will probably give me a copyright strike, and they will try to have the video taken down. But I don't care about all of that. I want to let people know what this app is really all about, what this job is about. Watch the whole video. You'll see my results and you'll get my assessment at the end. I've tried other gig jobs. My family, specifically my wife, has been Lyft and Uber and the shopping apps. So I have been involved in all these. I have gone through the application process for all of them. I have gone through the hiring process for all of them. I know how they work, I know how their apps work, and I know the end results. So watch the video, and at the end I'll give you my assessment. So I started this new thing where when I have free time I turn on the app on my phone, and it's a delivery service owned by UPS. And what it is, it's people around town that need somebody to pick something up and deliver it somewhere else. Sometimes it's a business, sometimes it's an individual. And you get your pay from the app. It goes into your account. You can track all your, everything's run off an app. The app tells you exactly where to go and everything to do. It's a pretty cool app, works pretty good, but I just did it one day. I made 12 deliveries yesterday. I've got the girls with me today, and we're going to see if I can make a few deliveries today with them. And if I can, it's all good. If I can't, that's good too. But you know, I could pick up some extra money in the mornings just running some deliveries with them with me. So we're going to see how it goes. So here we go. All right, so right now I'm running a job for Rodie, and I'm going to do a little review on this app and this service, this gig job. Right now I am running a actual job I picked up at the airport. It is some lost luggage for a Delta customer, and this customer lives about 40 miles away. So I pick up at the airport and I deliver it to the customer. Now during bad weather, I've noticed on the Rodie app there's a lot of jobs to run lost luggage. Also, it seems like seems to be a lot of it at night. At night, when all other jobs are gone, or there's nothing available, there are jobs available to run lost luggage. So this is my first time running the lost luggage because I just didn't know the process and was a little intimidated by having to go into the airport and go through all that hassle and didn't know the process. So today I just bit the bullet and said, hey, I'm going to figure out this process, and I'm going to run this job so that I can do more in the future if I want to. So we'll see how this works out. Here we go. Okay, so we have a job. It is to pick up some luggage for Southwest, and we have arrived. We're at the terminal. We're going to go in here and pick up the luggage. Let's see here. Linda Moore. Right here. Ready to go. Oh, there it is. So this right now we're in the middle of get their flights. Well, now all their baggage is returning, and I get paid to take their baggage to them. So that's what I'm doing, and that's what we're doing. Unfortunately, doesn't pay real well. I only take them when they're close. If they're really close, or if they are long and it's one long shot where I can, if I can do it in one long shot, then it pays as far as gas goes. So if I can get on the road, say, and drive 30 miles down the interstate, then that ends up paying okay. But if they pay you $15 to drive 30 miles in town, it doesn't pay. So I don't do those. So it's the great blizzard day. The day that the country blasted down into the Arctic weather. You can see cars showing -2 outside right now. It was -5, so it has warmed up. I'm driving, delivering a package, doing that job that you saw earlier in the video. I'm by myself today. It's a good thing. And I'm just delivering that package, 27 miles. Why they do this, I don't know, but they will order something from a store that is multiple miles away. It's crazy. I don't know why it works out that way. Sometimes I go right past another store that's right by their house, and they ordered it 25 miles away. And it's a product that I know they have in stock. So I don't know how they work this system, but oh well. I'm driving that one package. Earlier, I delivered a $3 screw. It was a big lag bolt, and I delivered it like 12 miles, and the person paid like 20 bucks for me to deliver it. So but anyway, it's crazy out. The wind is blowing. I think we're getting gusts like 35 mile per hour gusts right now. You can see the stuff blowing. I think the wind chill is probably about 40 below. It's crazy. But there's no traffic, and actually I'm making better time today than I do on a normal day. So it's all good. I'm on my 6th or 7th delivery. I've been all over the city. So I'm on pace to make my best day in this bad weather. So anyway, here we go. We're recording. We're going to record this pickup, and then I'm going to record this delivery. So this is our, here we go, we're going in. I'm going to do this pickup.
Had this piece of paper, but y'all can't take this, right? That's our tax exempt number.
Right, yeah.
And this is the number we had before, but when I talked to the lady at the office, she did say that was a rather old number.
But I thought what you had, what do you, are you trying to buy something?
Yes, yes. See that?
Have you already bought them?
No. No, they were in a bag when we was having trouble down there, so she canceled the order. She's trying to figure it out for the tax. Yeah. She said maybe y'all could look something up. She couldn't find it.
I was going to give them one more and put it in there.
Way down there, right hand side there, and that last cashier, self-checkout.
is that the number? It looks like a phone number, but the phone number.
I always have a hard time finding this.
Actually, it may be under SFRT, which is State Fire Rescue Training, Area 5. It's through the State Fire Commission's office.
Y'all do paperwork here?
Nope, yeah.
Some of them get mad some do paperwork, and then if I tell that to other ones, they get mad at me.
Yeah. Normally we do. If it's an actual customer coming to pick it up, there's something we can print off for them.
Yeah.
All that for when roadies and all that.
Every store does it different. I mean, I'm from Louisville. I usually work around Louisville, but I just did a load coming from Louisville to here,
Yeah.
and it had paperwork.
Yeah.
But then when I go to other ones and I say, "Do you have paperwork?" and they say, "No, we don't have paperwork."
Gotcha.
It's
Yeah,
different,
no,
you know.
What we do, on the order, we actually put a comment stating that you guys picked it up, so it has the date, time, and all that.
Yeah.
So they can always call us. So.
Okay, thanks a lot, man. Yeah. All right, here we go.
That good? That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Crap you run into. Look at this. Took a second job and I'm going looking for 757 and nobody has their address. Look at that. You got a 7, you can't see. The 5 is falling down and the 7 is missing.
Yeah, here's the clip.
And here we go. The driveway is washed out. Can't get in there. Looks like there's a possibility of getting into this driveway, but don't know that I'd ever get out of there. So I really don't know what I'm going to do on this one. They ordered some gravel from Home Depot. Things like this is what makes this job not worth it. Mostly it's rural people that live out here in the country. For some reason they think that they don't have to identify their houses, but they want to be able to order things online and have things delivered. And they don't want to make it. I've gone to places where you can't walk to them, you can't drive to them. They don't want to make it accessible, and they don't want their address to be visible, but yet they want to have online ordering and they want to have delivery. And that's the kind of stuff that makes this job just unbelievably frustrating. That people, and of course they never ever give you a tip, you know. So I don't know how I'm going to get this stuff here. See if it records again. So I can't get across there. We're going to have to leave it here. Might be able to back into there. That's the kind of stuff though that just drives you crazy. People expect to get deliveries and don't even have a driveway for you, you know. It's just absolute crap. Fuck. So there it is. I'm gonna have to leave it there. That stuff just, you know, I have this a couple times a day and it just aggravates the crap out of me because people literally think that they should be able to get delivery, pay nothing for it, and not even give you a proper address. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, so here we go again. Like I've said before, when I do anything outside of the city, I would say 60 to 80% don't have their addresses marked on their house, or their house is actually located somewhere that is not where the address is at. And here we go again. 100% of this trip, the houses weren't marked, and here I am trying to make delivery, and there's not even a house at this location, and there's no instructions on what to do with the product. And this always happens anytime you get outside of the city limits. You know, people that live in rural areas, mark your properties. If you want to get deliveries and if you want to do online ordering, you have to mark your properties. We can't just go around knocking on people's doors. People get pissed off in these parts of the country when you go knocking on doors. But if you want to have access to all this stuff and you want to get online ordering and you want people to deliver it, you've got to mark your properties. And you'll see that now that I've arrived. Of course, Google always wants you to rate how the trip was. And I tap on the app and I have to swipe to arrive, and then I have to go through here. Here's the package. There's a picture of the package when I received it. I make sure I get the right package, and it says it's okay to leave at the front door. Please leave ring doorbell. They always give you some kind of information. Here's the address, and they want you to rate the sender. So I give them 5 stars. They did real good. That was Delta. And I'm going to indicate the drop-off location, and I'm going to be at the front door, and I'm going to submit it and take pictures. So here we go. I'm going to go do finish the job, and now I am going to, there's what's available. The dots there show what's available. On the map, that's a 4-mile run. That's a 20-mile run. So I'm going to look for something that's close to me, see if I can get a return run. But unfortunately, I'm a good distance away from home, and there's nothing headed back that way.
Do you like croissant?
There may be something in Elizabethtown. And it looks like there is run. And here's what it looks like when you click on it. It tells you what you're going to pick up and how far you're going to go. This is a pretty far run, but it does go over by my house, so I may take that. We'll see what happens. So we're headed on a job. I actually picked up 2. They were right together, and I picked up 2. The app picked it up, allowed me to do it, and got me a route that integrates both of them. One was from the airport, which usually don't pay very well, and the other one is a prescription company, which usually pays pretty good. So now I picked up the luggage, you saw that. Now I am headed to pick up the prescriptions. So here we go. Okay, so I finished the day. We just did a long run. The person gave us a nice tip. If it wasn't for the tip, absolutely wouldn't have been worth it. The tip that was included in the job was larger than what the pay was. So, you know, if it wasn't, then the people knew that. That's why they gave the tip, because they knew that they weren't going to get anybody to run that load without a good tip. So, other than these types of little jobs, you can't make a living doing this for sure. Somebody in my situation can make spending money and keep busy maybe, but as far as making a living doing this, you can't do it. There's no way you could pay the bills doing this. The wear and tear on the car and all of the expenses that go with the car, I don't think it even covered. In the end, I'm going to do the math. I haven't made a decision yet, so I'm not going to say it doesn't work, but I'm very suspicious that my final report to you will be that you can't make any money doing this. It's just, it keeps your money rotating, that's all it does. I suspect that. So, I always end the day by getting the vehicle washed and I clean it real good before I park it for the night. So we've done that. We're heading home. Gonna unload the girls. You know, they ride with me. I don't know if that shot's gonna get them or not, but they ride with me every day. They sit back there and Monday through Friday they sit back there and watch their shows while I drive. So we're almost home, and I'll be making my report later on in the video. So there you go. Okay, out on a job today, doing a run for a very well-known national electronics company. I'm not going to say the name. It's the biggest in the country. They sell computers and appliances, so you probably know who I'm talking about. But YouTube has been giving me a lot of trouble about using name brands. So it has become nearly impossible to review things, because if you use their name, even in a review, they want to demonetize you or bring up a copyright claim, which I think is crazy, because how can we know if things are good or not if we can't review them honestly? I'm not being paid by anybody, and I'm just doing a review, but if I mention the name, I will get demonetized. So it's a national chain that I'm going to do this job for. It's going to be the last one that I do before I'm actually editing this video now. I was editing this video when this job came in, and I took it. It is a long job. According to them, it is 84 miles. We're going to see how many miles it actually takes me, because I suspect that they're saying 84 miles. I suspect it's going to be 200. I think that's how they're getting people. I don't think you can make any money doing this job. I think it's just it puts money into your account that day. That's something I'm going to on the app, is that you can pay out every day, so that you can take your money and run. If you don't want to do any more work, you have your money and you're done. I do like that. I like that it's all app based. Everything I do is on the phone. is all done through my phone. I don't interact with them people or anybody at all. I don't ever have to interact with people unless a signature is required. Anyway, I'm going to get this job. They say it's 84 miles. I suspect it's 200 or over. We're going to check it and I'll let you know. And I'm in the middle of editing this video now, so this will be included. And they're saying it's going to take 2 hours and 30 minutes for me to run this route. I suspect it's going to take, well, we'll see how long it takes. I can probably get it done in that amount of time, but I suspect I'm going to have to run 80 or 90 miles per hour in order to do that. So let's take a look. Here we go. Real quick, we're going to get the mileage. I'm going to show you the mileage. We're going to record the mileage. There's the mileage. We will also take a look at our fuel. Let's take a look at our fuel. It says our range is 360 miles. So let's see what our range is when we finish. Oh, here we go. Now I'm going to show you what they do out in the country like this. See, there's the address. And half of it's gone. It's at the end of the street. Very end of the street. And it's actually on the wrong side of the street. God damn. Finish this delivery and get the hell out of here. Now, what they have done, let's see if I got any more jobs I can do. They've moved this trailer to the opposite side of the street. They've kept the old address, which when you try to deliver something is on the, it's an even number on the odd side of the street. And of course, if you see that mailbox, only part of the name and address is on there. It's on the wrong side of the street. The trailer's not marked. The property's not marked. It is just crazy. Why do people do this? You know, you want to use a service, and then they're going to complain if it's late, or if I should have just taken the delivery back to where it came from. I would have got paid double. Should have just taken it back. It's a hassle, but I should have just taken it back. These companies have to stop taking deliveries to people that don't want to mark their properties, or I go to some people that they have their whole yard fenced in and they don't want you to open the gate, but they want you to deliver it to their front porch. I guess it goes back to, people are just basically not good anymore. I mean, okay, it just finished. It is 1:41. We'll have to go back and see what time we started and what they estimated. And here's our mileage.
Take the next right onto Kentucky 245 North.
And what you have to remember is I also have to get home from here. And, you know, you can look for something maybe that might be headed back into your area. You know, you never know.
Continue on Kentucky 245 North for 9 miles.
So you try to look for something that's headed your way, and maybe you can pick up and get paid going back. But out in the middle of nowhere like this, there's nothing headed back in. There's no larger city around here, so I'm just stuck. So that's where, there you go. There's where you get your, that's where you lose money. I'm 30 miles from home and not going to get paid anything to drive that 30 miles back. So here we are. Okay, here we are, finished. I'm going to take a look at all these numbers. We got 131 miles that we drove. Says we were gone 3 hours and 34 minutes. And there's the mileage, 153,853. So there we go. I'll put all this together and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, so in the end, after everything's said and done, you do the math and you figure everything up, even giving them some wiggle room, even not adding some things in because I can't get the exact figures. Specifically the cost of maintenance on your vehicle. I don't know what all those are, so I didn't add those in, but they're going to be significant. So in the end, after everything's said and done, couldn't recommend this job to anyone. You could keep the app if you went through the hiring process and you kept the app on your phone and you were just in an area and thought, hey, I'll turn the app on, if anything comes in I'll run it real quick to get some money for dinner. That would be the only reason to do this job. You cannot make money doing this job. I figured it every which way. I've looked at all of the available, what they call gigs, all of the available jobs that come in. I've done the math on them. You cannot make money doing this job. You're not even making minimum wage. You're making below minimum wage. If you add in all the costs of your care of your vehicle and everything, you're not even getting close to minimum wage. All you're doing is running money through your bank account. That's all. That's all you're doing. So I can't recommend this job. There's just no way. They do have a good app. They do have a good model. They just don't want to pay the people that are doing the work. Even the terrible thing, when gas was up, they raised their prices for what they paid the drivers, and now that gas has gone down, they have lowered the prices that they pay us. Now that just makes no sense. They should have left the prices up, and they could have, you know, given some more compensation to the drivers. So as gas went down and you think, hey, maybe there's a chance of making a little money on this, they lowered their rates. So can't recommend this job. I've done it for a month now. I'm not going to show you the screenshots of my app because I'm afraid there will be legal actions if I did. So I'm not going to show that to you, but I assure you I have several thousand miles driven and several hundred jobs, actually what they call gigs, that I've done. So you can go by that. I know what I'm talking about. I've given the job time to pan out. It just isn't available, and there's nothing there to make. You're not gonna make any money doing this job. So there it is. Okay, so here's my final take on this job. You cannot make money. Stay away from these types of jobs unless you just want to turn the app on and you're running by something and you can make an extra $10 for dinner tonight. That would be the only reason that you would do a job like this. I've shown you the figures. You can see that you can't break it up any way to where you can make money. It just keeps money churning. That's the only thing that it does. It just keeps money churning. And if you decide to get paid once a week, it looks like a big chunk of money. But what you're not taking into account is all of the money that you're going to have to pay for maintenance on your vehicle, and all of the fuel and taxes that you haven't taken out of that. So there's my review. You can't make money doing it, and remember, they may do it another way, but that's the way I do it. Check out my other videos. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Check out my other videos, and if you hit the little bell icon, you'll be notified when new videos become available. So there you go. We'll see you next time.